Hi, I'm Alex. Give me a minute.
He doesn't know his name. It's okay. It's okay. The amount I torment him, it's totally fine. Guys, this is Alex. Sometimes we call him Reefing Ryan in the store. Why? We don't really know, but it's stuck. We stuck with him. And we're talking about, what are we talking about tonight?
The new plant system we got over here in the coral room.
One of the things is, in the fish room, right? You walked in, we had the plants, we had the 40s. Well, I remember they came in here before, we originally had the boat full of plants. Well, we moved the African cichlids in there. Why? Because it actually just worked out better. We could handle the African cichlids, a lot more Africans. We had a massive sump on that. It just overall worked. So then we moved the 40s into the live plants, which didn't give them enough space. If you ever go to Seacon or Wakefield, they have, you know, great plant sections. And it was silly that at Coventry, we just didn't give ourselves enough room. So what do? We switched this over and gave ourselves a solid 8 feet dedicated just to live plants. Reefing Ryan over here actually redid this himself with Ernie last week, and I had these guys do it, and I tell you, I love the way it came out. Want to kind of talk over what you did?
Yeah, so first thing I did was me and Ernie pulled all the sand, moved the nems out into the coral system. We drained the sump, cleaned everything, straked it out, soaked it overnight in fresh water, put some plant substrate in, mixed it in with some of the gravel so we got a little bit of a lighter look. Got some driftwood pieces in there to get it out of the top, kind of give all the stores a similar look.
And that was one of the things I really wanted. I wanted consistency throughout the stores, and this way here, they were able to start this with all the media in the bio right away. And the coolest part was, because they started out with so much of that bio, it started right away. It was crystal clear. We were rocking and rolling when this thing opened up. We brought in some new plants. We got some different plants from UN. We got some plants from our buddy from Dustin. And it is loaded up. I love the rimless look. We took the spider woods up and out, and I love the fact that what Alex did here. You want to go through and kind of explain some of the plants that we have?
Yeah, so this tank's mainly going to be a lot of potted anubias, some of the more pricier plants. We got some booze, bulbitis, java fern in the back, Nubius nana, and the Nana Petite. Over here, this whole tank we tried to keep $12 to make it easy for you guys. We got the triple red Cardinal Plants. They're already doing great. You can see the new growth coming in up top. We got the Bacopa, Water Sprite, and Water Wisteria. Both are super easy plants.
Especially at Coventry, one of the biggest things we tried to do is try to get you away from CO2. Now, CO2 is great, and if anyone that loves it wants to get into it, and you can talk to Joe and talk to Allie, where at Coventry, I want you to get into plants that, know what, anyone could do, and that was one of the biggest things. So this tank here is more for plants that will grow on rocks, will grow on any sort of branches, plants that you didn't want to actually plant into the substrate, and some of these anubias are just unbelievable that we get. So one of the biggest things is there's many plant dealers for any sort of fish store to get from. But one of the biggest things is I want you to be able to buy the plants and be successful with them and have a great chance right from the get-go. And that's why I'd rather get a little bit more expensive type of plants, but they do very well. And you can just see the root systems on these guys. I'm actually going to show you the Nano Petite. These guys look really, really good. And I like these guys because they're small and they grow in the tanks. If you guys get a chance, maybe I can have Danny over here hit you guys with a video of my tank at home, because I'm telling you, the more I've been getting into live plants, the more I've been loving it, because I just love the overall look. And it takes a minute. You're going to have to spend some time building up that tank, really making it look good, and really filling it. One of the biggest issues we run into when it comes to planting tanks is the best way to be the most successful, besides dosing, is you don't want to get 1 or 2 or 3 plants. You really want to fill the tank as much as possible to really give those plants a chance to grow. Because what happens is there's just not enough in there for the plants to grow. Like you have too much fish waste, you have too much. The plants don't have a good chance. So we want to fill that tank as much as possible. Get that tank loaded to really give them a chance. These guys are awesome.
Bulbitis, the African water fern, is another name for it. Super easy. Nice background filler plant.
That's why I like it. He hit it right on it. Super easy. You don't need a special lighting for this. We can grow this with a Finex lighting. And I just love this. So you take this, we use coral glue, we glue these onto the woods. You'll get some dye back, and just like any plant, you'll get a bleach out, and then they grow back. But this fern, especially if you got water flow when it moves, looks awesome. And I love the way this looks it too. And then the bunch plants, picking out the right bunch plants for your tank. You want to kind of go quick over some of the bunch plants that we have here, and then we do discounts and deals depending on how many you're going to need, because when you're filling that tank, you're going to need as many as possible. And one of the best things about it is color. You want to get, I love greens, but you want some different color greens. You want some reds and going from there.
For the bunch plants, we have the Cardinal Plants.
And you can actually see the new growth on them.
Yeah.
If you check out Joe or Allie's tank, Allie's got one in Wakefield, and you can see that. And she's also got the Bicopa, and they're actually growing up and out of the tank. I love the way that looks on a rimless tank. This is pretty cool right here. Any of the potted crypts. Crypts are great when it comes to overall plants to grow in the substrate. Some plants just don't do well in substrates. Crypts do unbelievable, and they're one of the few plants that do very well in sand. And I love the way they look. You can see them grow in a very short amount of time. Alex, anything else you want to add?
No, just with the crypts, they are super easy. Just don't get scared. You may have a couple leaves melt. They just don't like being moved. But after that, they're perfectly fine, come in fuller than ever. The Jungle Val is a nice one too that I forgot was back there.
Oh yeah, Jungle Val.
Giant Jungle Val. It's super easy, throws runners off all over the place. It fills itself in pretty well.
And it grows to the top of the tank. Anyone that wants
They
height.
can get well over 4 feet if you let it.
So we set up a new section, come in and see the plants, instead of them just being a 40 that's down low, you come in and choose the ones you want. All right, I'm leaving it alone, Alex.
All right. All right, guys, thanks for watching OSA TV. I'm Alex, and keep it fresh.